Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jack, the old guy here, and I'm working on this Polaris Sportsman again. What we're going to do is we're going to prove where the problem is. So, if we measure the voltage, this will be ground over here, at the solenoid, which is right there, we're seeing that we get 12.23 volts. Yesterday was 12.5, but I've been trying to start it several times. Now, if we try and hold this camera, I'm going to put you upside down for a minute, because I got to hold the clutch in, or the brake in, when I push the key. All right, let's see if we can do this. All right, just turning the key on makes it drop down. I don't have the brake lever pushed. I don't think good enough. And it goes down to about 3 volts. Now, just to prove it's not the solenoid here, what we're going to do is we're going to measure across the solenoid when we hit the key. And what that will tell us is if there's a drop in voltage across the solenoid. And once again, I'm going to turn you upside down so I can push this and turn the key again, and it goes to 0 basically, except when the relay starts chattering. So zero volts is dropping across the solenoid. The solenoid is good. So we got to find a local supplier that has this battery. How do I get at this battery? I can't even tell. It's in such a terrible spot. This thing's in the way. I guess this strap goes across there, and if I take that strap off on the other side where I got a little more access to it, I think I might be able to get that bugger out of there. Let me get a pair of long pliers. What do we got here? Uh-oh, dropped my air filter. Well, these aren't really pliers, but they might work for this. All right, let's see here. No, I don't think they will. Maybe. Yeah, we got it. All right, that's off. I really would like to clean this guy up, but guess what? Yesterday when I started up my pressure washer, it blew a hole in the pressurized line. All right, another thing I'm going to have to replace. I don't know if that seal is still sealing or not on this, on the front unit there. But I know this back here will have to be replaced, and both knuckles and universal joints will have to be replaced. Those are on order. So I don't know if you didn't see my last one, I'll show you here. You see this joint right here? Well, it's not going to drive you very far, that's for sure. So front wheel drive doesn't work at all. Just makes noise. Okay, so I'm thinking that I can take this out. I don't know if that's a seal in there or what it is. I ordered a unit. It's used, but hopefully it'll be in better shape than this one. So, all right, well, I got to go find me a battery. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that rear brake master cylinder is also kaput, because I think I tromped on those brakes once and they didn't do anything. So it could be the wheel cylinder. I think it's only on the right side. I'm not sure where it is. I'll have to find that. This, I think, may be bent. I think maybe it should be the same level as this one up here. So I'll check the other one on the other side and see. I really got to get some dirt off of this thing. All right, let me see if I can get this cover off. Cover comes off. I will need probably a number 10. To get this guy and this guy off. And that battery should come right out of there. I think it's loose, probably, except for the cables. So let me go about doing that. Well, golly gee, I wonder why this battery wasn't working real well. I don't know, hopefully you can see this, but the level in this cell is down to here. The level in this cell is down to here, and there is no level in this cell. It's all the way down. My guess is the battery is ruined. So even if I did put battery acid back in it, why, I suspect it still wouldn't be any good. So I need a 14A2. And the more I look at this down here, the more I'm thinking I got to pull the front diff, and I don't know if you can run this without the axles hooked up. I think you can. Can you? No, probably not. I think the axle is part of the suspension. So I better start looking for a front diff. I know they're selling for about 600 bucks. And that's not good. I don't think anybody ever put a speck of grease in this. You got grease zerks there. There's no grease coming out of there. Just had terrible, terrible service. All right, well, I got to get me a battery so I can get this thing reliably started. I'll be back. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful day out there, but I just got a whole bunch of parts in the mail here. This one and this one and this one and This one, I guess that's about all. Oh, one more. This one. So let's get into them and see what they all contain. I think some of them are for the DT250 and some of them are for my new ATV. Not new. 2017, but as we used to say back when we had horses around here, looks like it's been rode hard and put away wet. Here we go. Yeah, this is for the ATV. These are the little connectors that they use. You just push them in and push the center in. And then this is the tool that you use to pull them out with. So that's item number one. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a couple of different things. All right. This also is for the ATV, I think, both of them. Let's take a look. Some tough plastic, you know what? This includes one of these, which I'm thinking, actually it contains two of those, which I'm thinking plugs into this, which is an LED light. So these two, I hope, go together. They do. And I can wire that in, and I'll have LED lights then. All right, let's see, how does this come apart? Maybe. I don't think that's right. You gotta... Well, that's weird. You got to hold both of those out while you pull on it. So anyway, we got those parts, so we'll fix that one light that's missing the socket entirely. All right. So everything for the ATV so far. I need to sharpen my knife. Not working quite right. This, I don't know what it is yet. Aha! This is washers and rubber gaskets and screws used to mount the chain guards on the DT250A. So that goes in that box. This, I have no idea. I bet it's a gasket, just the way it's packaged. This is, whoa, that almost looks too big. It's supposed to be a base gasket for the DT250 engine. We'll find out. It looks a little big. And this is going to be some grommets that mount the muffler to the DT250, so that'll go in that box. I get a lot of parts through these people. Not because I look them up particularly, but I just look up the parts and they provide a lot of them. All right, let's clean up our mess here. Throw some of these things away. What's this one? Joe Carroll Energy. That's my electric bill. And Signify Health. I don't know what they want. Illinois Country Living. I don't know what they want either. Double money. That's what most of them want, isn't it? Money. All right, so I can throw all this packaging away. And Illinois Country Living. I'll look at those others. And I think I'll go out now and install this light on the ATV, on the Polaris. But it needs a new battery, and this GoPro is getting low, so I'm going to replace the battery and I'll be back. Alright, so all I had here was these two wires hanging out here. The connector, there's supposed to be a connector on them, like this, but it was missing. So I ordered this part, and while I was at it, I ordered some LED bulbs to replace the incandescent bulbs that are in there. Hopefully they will work just fine. They're 12 volt. What I'm gonna do is cut these wires off a bit to match what these come with, and just tie these together here about like that, and then put everything back together with the new bulbs in it and see what happens. So I'll be right back. Oh, I didn't do that. I never said start recording, did I? Yeah, I did. GoPro, stop recording. Alright, so the socket fits in there, the one I ordered. I got it all wired in. A couple wraps of heat shrink around it. Cleaned a little bit of the mud off the lens here, but it's stained with something, I'm not sure what. But inside there, you can see maybe that LED glowing. With this bright sunshine, it doesn't show up very well. And on the other side, I replaced this socket with the new LED bulb. So that's working. So we're all set with that. Now all we got to do is replace the front differential and a half a dozen universal joints, tie rod ends. More than I care to think about. I'm going to take this off, this plastic, and get those bolts out of it, put some new ones in, because those are all froze up. I had to cut the ones on the other side off. But she runs good. But boy, they didn't take very good care of it. They did put some brand new tires and wheels on it, so they must have been really in bad shape. You can see these got these guards back here on the back wheels to protect the axle. I don't know why they want it behind it. I guess in case you're backing up through wherever you're going. So those are both on, but there's two of those in the front as well. But you can see what's left of that one, not much. And I do have those. I ordered those right away. That one there, there's just a couple of small pieces. And there's my pocket knife down there. And I would lose that. I'd wonder where in the heck it was. if I hadn't just shown you around here. So that's it for today. It's hotter than, well, I won't say it, but it's hotter than that anyway. Folks, thanks for watching. Please, if you would like to, hit that like button and the subscribe button and the little bell to be notified. I'll be putting a lot more up here about this ATV. It's all new to me. I've never worked on one of them before. So you can see me stumble along trying to get things done. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.